I want to use this opportunity to appeal to the politicians and indeed to all Nigerians to always put Nigeria first.
From that solemn call, the stage was set for a no-holds-barred discussion.
The communication sector will have made quantum leaps. The banking sector, as you have seen, we have made quantum leaps. But what really gets us down are those things in the public sector, building the foundation for development.
I think in Nigeria we've had a lot of the good, as has been espoused to by this distinguished senator. We've had quite a bit of the bad, but we have a large measure of the ugly. In this country, it seems that the nation is under siege by a few people who have seen that politics is the road to stardom and the road for financial security. This has to change.
In a nation where professionals cannot thrive, if they leave lawmaking to non-professionals, they can't know your business, they can't know your trade. You know, the Rockefellers and all of those who built America, it didn't happen by chance. It was a plan. Where do we want to be? Where is the critical mass of people who want to take that responsibility and leave personal effort, leave personal benefits, family benefits, and come and sacrifice in the public space?
Consequence management, value reorientation, accentuating processes for stronger institution, and more simply points to one shopping list for change.
It starts with governance, good governance. If governance is very strong, if we have good of law, and if those in power do good stuff, Nigeria is going to improve.
One of the things cutting through here is leadership. Quality of leadership in our governance.
We intend to be part of the process of solving Nigeria's problem. We just want to be part. We don't want to just be highlighting the problems. We want to be part of how do we solve this problem? How do we move this country to greatness? This is a first step, and we are going to take similar and more constructive steps.
No doubt, the cable online news do have strong stories to start off. These contributions are not just timely, but they're also meaningful in galvanizing a bright future for Nigeria. Olu Phillips, Channels Television News.
Well, yesterday, protesting Polytechnic and College of Education lecturers were dispersed with a tear gas by policemen in Abuja, the nation's capital. The police had to make that move when the lecturers who gathered at the Federal Secretariat defied their instruction not to move beyond the premises. Before that action, the Minister of Labour, Emeka Wogu, promised to look at the issues raised by the lecturers who've been on strike for 10 months.
Solidarity songs by members of the Academic Staff Union of Polytechnics and the Colleges of Education Academic Staff Union. The lecturers marched through the streets of Abuja to demand improved wages and working conditions. Their first point of call was the Ministry of Education, but armed policemen secured the gates of the ministry and prevented the lecturers from entering the ministry. There, the president of ASUP and his co-ASU counterpart addressed journalists.
Nigerians, grant ASUP! Grant co-ASU! We are asking questions, and we demand that the questions be asked. Is it right that somebody will spend 5 years to get an HND degree, and when he wants to go to a university, they make him a second-year student? No. It is not proper.
We believe that if we do not talk for ourselves, nobody will talk for us. Yes. We believe that for our own, we had gotten it well in the past. But the future of the children coming, we don't seem to have a stake in it. And we are saying no. God will judge us if we do not rise up to speak for those who are weak.
From the Ministry of Education, the lecturers proceeded to the Ministry of Labour, where they were also locked out. The Minister of Labour, however, attended to them with an assurance that the federal government is looking into their demands.
We are crossing the T's and dotting the I's. One thing I want to tell you is that government has not been silent over the past months. What is important is that I'm bringing you a message a message that is true, a message that can be trusted, a message from the highest point. That I came here shows you that we are not running away from the problem.
An attempt by the striking lecturers to proceed to the National Assembly was rebuffed by armed policemen who fired tear gas at them to interrupt the procession. The lecturers are, among other things, demanding for the elimination of disparity between HND and BSc graduates, establishment of a National Polytechnic Commission, and infrastructural development in polytechnics and colleges of education.
Well, one of the cardinal functions of government is to secure the lives of people, to enable them go about their businesses without fear of being harassed by criminals. It is in fulfillment of this that the Anambra State Governor, Mr. Willie Obiano, distributed 25 security vehicles to the Joint Security Task Force operating in his state. At Aguleri in Anambra East local government area, Mr. Obiano said the gesture is to empower the security agencies to sustain the fight against crime.
Security of lives and property is one assignment government at all levels pay attention to, and that is not different in Anambra State, where the governor, Mr. Willie Obiano, is prioritizing the fight against crime with the procurement of operational vehicles for the Joint Security Task Force in the state.
All this we ask through Christ our Lord.
While cutting the tape to commission the vehicles, Governor Obiano says the gesture is to support the security agencies for the task of ridding Anambra State of criminals.
As you are aware, our first phase of the fight of driving criminals out of Anambra has been very successful. We are not going to relent. We are going to pursue this to the very logical conclusion. I told the Joint Task Force, at the end of the day, I'm going to give them well over 200 vehicles, 200 four-wheel drive vehicles. And this will go a long way in helping them to make sure that everywhere in Anambra is covered, and that all these criminals, wherever they are in Anambra, if they are still around, will be told that your days are numbered.
The Anambra State Commissioner of Police, Usman Gwari, who responded on behalf of the heads of security agencies in Anambra State, reassured the governor that the vehicles will be deployed for the purpose for which it is meant.
We have seen the result of what you have been doing. Throughout the Easter period, there had been no serious crime recorded in the whole state. We want to assure you, sir, that these vehicles will be used judiciously.
Apart from donating vehicles to the Joint Security Task Force, Governor Obiano has gone the extra mile by also promising to procure a gunboat for the Navy in addition to repairing all grounded ones to improve maritime security in Anambra State.
When we come back on the news track, we'll take a look at some business news. Earnings season continues. This time we focus on FCMB and food giant Nestle.
And on the foreign scene, the frightening specter of child soldiers rears itself again in the South Sudanese conflict. Well, that's coming from the United Nations.
Please stay with us for details.
If you want to know what's trending or you miss your favorite live shows, you can watch it all on our YouTube channel. Simply log on to www.youtube.com/channelsweb, scroll down to your favorite program and click play. You can also view all uploaded videos by clicking on View All. Don't forget to subscribe and get the latest videos. If they are interesting, like them and be heard. Get connected with the channel's television YouTube page. The news at your fingertips.
Welcome to Business News. First City Monument Bank PLC has posted its financial result for the first quarter of 2014, reporting a 7.7% increase in its gross earnings at 33.8 billion naira. Profit before tax stood at 5.5 billion naira.
Well, the company's profit after tax grew 14.9% to 4.8 billion naira. from 4.1 billion